Good evening, it's 5 p.m. You are watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Parmeshwar Bava. The breaking news story we're currently tracking. Go First airline has filed for bankruptcy before the National Company Law Tribunal in Delhi as the carrier faces a severe fund crunch. The non-supply of some engines is said to be the reason for this financial crunch that Go First is facing. But the airline seems to have suspended flights for tomorrow and the day after, as their website is not accepting any bookings for the 3rd and 4th of May. Now, Go First has released a statement just a short while ago. My colleague Priyanshi Sharma is tracking all the latest developments for us. Priyanshi, what details can you share with us currently?
Parmeshwar, this is the first statement that we're getting from Go First after this entire crisis unfolded for the low-budget carrier. And in that press release, they say that we have been forced to file for insolvency to the National Company Law Tribunal. And this is because of non-supply of engines by Pratt Whitney, which is responsible for over 90% of the supply of engines for the airline Go First. Now, they also in that press release say that the percentage of grounded aircraft in the company, in the airline, has increased to 50%. So 50% of Go Air's fleet is currently grounded. Only 50% of the aircraft is currently, they are currently under operation because of the non-supply of engines. Now, they also say that they have been forced to apply for insolvency because their supplier, their engine supplier, Pratt Whitney, refused to comply with an award that was issued to them to deliver these engines on an immediate basis. But Go First is saying that Pratt Whitney refused to comply with this. They did not supply those engines on an immediate basis, and that's why we have been forced to cut 50% of our fleet. Now, they also say that Pratt Whitney actually promised to give them, to supply to them the required engines, and they say that that didn't happen. And the order that Pratt Whitney had directed them to give them at least 10 serviceable spare leased engines by the 27th of April. And if that would have happened, Go First would have been able to come back to their operating capacity by around August. Further, they would have been able to come to their full capacity by December. But since they're not getting that supply, Go First is currently not accepting any bookings for the coming few days. We've also seen emails that customers have gotten saying that their flights for the 5th of May have also been cancelled. So it's not just 3rd, 2nd or the 4th of May, but it goes on. It spills over to the 5th of May as well. We've also spoken to Go First, and they say that this problem has been going on for years. Go First decided to opt for supply from Pratt Whitney when they decided to go for the next gen engines. And ever since, there's been problem with the supply of engines. Now, let's talk about how deep this problem is. Now, Go First says that they need, for their minimum operation capacity, they need 103 engines, but currently only 56 are available. So that's around 50%, and because of that, they can only operate at 50% capacity. Parmeshwar, as you must know, that this is an important airline for the country. It holds around 6% of the market share in India. It is one of the low-budget airlines, and that is why a lot of consumers opt for this. And it's important for all of those consumers. If you've booked a Go First flight, you might want to check the status of that flight, because the flights for the coming few days have been cancelled, or the website is not accepting bookings anymore. If I further read on to the statement that Go First has given, they say that if Pratt Whitney do comply with the orders and they do give us our supply of engines, then we can return to full operations by August, September. But of course, Parmeshwar, this is a problem that is going to last for a considerably long time, because it's not a one-day task to get engines and then get them running in your fleet. They need some time to get them back into operation. So this is insolvency that the company has filed for, and they are, of course, staring at bankruptcy.